Hello everyone, it's me here with another fun and easy cake recipe for you all. Today I'm going to show you how you can bake an amazing red velvet cake just like the one you get from the restaurant at home by yourself. Yes, you heard me right. This recipe is so good and so simple that after watching this video you will be able to impress your family and friends with this beautiful and delicious red velvet cake. And trust me, they will never know that you got this gorgeous dessert from a local store. Well, enough of that. Let's get started. As always, we begin with the ingredients. For the first part of the recipe, which is the batter, we need 250 grams of flour. Make sure that this is cake flour. We are not using this for cupcakes, so do not use all-purpose flour. Next, we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Then we add in 1.2 teaspoon of salt. This enhances the flavors. After that, we add in 1 tablespoon of vinegar. This gives the cake its beautiful red color, so do not skip this ingredient. Also, we are going to need 1 tablespoon of water and 150 grams of unsalted butter, softened. Make sure that the butter is really soft and at room temperature. Otherwise, you won't be able to cream it properly. Next, we add in 150 grams of granulated sugar. And finally, we add in 3 large eggs, one at a time, mixing well after each addition. As you can see, I used a stand mixer to make this cake. But if you don't have a stand mixer, you can mix everything by hand. It will take a bit longer, but the result will be the same. By the way, if you're enjoying this recipe and want to see more fun and easy recipes like this one, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out a lot. Now that we have the base ready, let's move on to the food coloring and cocoa powder. For this step, we are going to need 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 cup of buttermilk, 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, and 1 tablespoon of red food coloring gel. If you don't have gel food coloring, you can use liquid food coloring. Just keep in mind that you might need a bit more or less depending on the concentration. And finally, we need 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. This also helps to develop the flavor of the cake. Now let's get started. In a small bowl, combine the flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Set this aside. In another bowl, mix together the butter and sugar until light and fluffy. If you're mixing this by hand, make sure to cream the butter and sugar for at least 5 minutes. But if you're using a stand mixer, it will take no longer than 2 minutes. Once the butter and sugar mixture looks like this, add in the eggs one at a time. Mix well after each addition. Then add in the vanilla extract and mix. Now let's combine the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients. Add half of the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients and mix on low speed until just combined. Then add in the buttermilk, vinegar, and food coloring gel. Again, mix on low speed until just combined. Be careful not to overmix the batter. Then add in the remaining dry ingredients and mix until just combined. At this point, if you're wondering why the batter looks so dark, it is because we are using cocoa powder. Red velvet cake has a lot of flavor, so don't worry if the batter looks a bit strange. Trust me, once you taste it, you will know what I mean. Now, let's pour the batter into our prepared pan. Make sure to spread the batter evenly. Then place the pan into the preheated oven and bake for 30 to 35 minutes or until a wooden skewer inserted into the center comes out clean. Remember to always check your cake earlier than the minimum baking time because every oven is different and you do not want to burn your cake. While the cake is baking, let's prepare the cream cheese frosting. In a large bowl, beat the butter until light and fluffy. Then add in the cream cheese one at a time, beating well after each addition. Once the cream cheese is fully incorporated, add in the powdered sugar and vanilla extract. Beat on low speed until the powdered sugar is fully incorporated. Then increase the speed to medium and beat for an additional 2 minutes. The frosting should be light and fluffy at this point. If it is too thick, add in the heavy cream 1 tablespoon at a time until you reach the desired consistency. If it is too runny, add in more powdered sugar 1 tablespoon at a time. Once you have the desired consistency, set the frosting aside. Now let's check on the cake. As you can see, it is ready. So let's take it out of the oven and place it on a wire rack to cool completely. Once the cake is completely cooled, we can start decorating. Place 1 layer of the cake on a serving plate, then spread some frosting on top. Repeat the process with the remaining cake layers and frosting. Once you finish frosting the cake, you can decorate however you like. You can use a piping bag. You can use a spatula. You can even use your hands. It doesn't matter as long as you have fun. Oh, and don't forget to add the little chocolate chips on top. They look so cute. And that's it. Our beautiful red velvet cake is ready. Now we just have to wait for it to set up a little bit, and then we can slice and serve. And here is the final result. What do you think? Did you enjoy this recipe? Let me know in the comments below. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. Also, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your family and friends. I would love to see you next time. Bye!